Well, it's that time of year again. Got to get the new Holland out, start pushing snow down this hill. It's really slippery. You can see there's sort of an icy layer underneath of here, but you know, like I always say, I don't really worry too much about going over the cliff here because I got the bucket on the ground, and back there I got the box blade on the ground, so I've got kind of a couple of anchor points front and back, and as long as those two implements are on the ground, I usually don't slide around very much. It works out okay. So go down through here and push some snow out of the way, and then I guess we'll try to get out some salt. Bad thing about it is we got more coming tomorrow, but hey, it's January. That's what happens in January. This old girl's got 200 hours on her now. I'm actually kind of surprised that it started this morning because temperature's been down in the single digits, and the way that they've got the fuel tank up behind the seat where it's really exposed to the wind, I've had problems in the past with the fuel freezing up in there pretty bad. So even with fuel conditioner in there, sometimes it'll freeze up anyway. But the old girl started up this morning, and so far it seems to be doing just fine. I think it's up to about 12 degrees now, so it's starting to warm up a little bit out here, but still pretty cold though. Put that bucket down and then come behind it with the box blade, and you know, it doesn't look like I've done a whole lot, but the thing is, you get like an inch or two of powder. If you don't clean that off, then traffic will run over that throughout the day, and it'll just turn it into a solid sheet of ice by the time the sun goes down. So even though the snow is not deep out here, it still pays to go ahead and scrape off whatever you can and then put down some salt. That seems to work out better in the long run. Take it over here and dump it off the side of the road out of the way. Alright, and we'll go back up the hill and take another pass. Dogs want to go play. Yeah, I gotta say, this old girl's been a pretty good tractor so far. You know, we don't put a lot of hours on it. How long have I had this thing now? I guess this is the third year, and I've only got 200 hours on it, but we haven't had any mechanical issues at all with this thing yet. It's been, like I said, it's been a pretty good tractor, and we use it for a lot of different things around here. We don't use it a lot, but we use it for a lot of different things. And, you know, I don't really regret this purchase at all. It's been a pretty good old tractor, and the value, you know, like I said when I was shopping for these things, the value was there, you know. Just feel like I got more tractor for the money. But go play with these dogs a little bit. They don't care that it's 8, 9, 12 degrees out here. They want to play all the time. Come on, you gotta drop it. Drop the football. Drop it. Must be nice to have all that fur. Well, this is the first trip out in the Super Duty in what I would call some super cold weather. You know, you people up north, this is just another day at the park for you guys, but here in Kentucky, it only gets this cold a couple of times a year. We're at about 1 degree Fahrenheit up on the hills and a little bit below zero down in the valleys this morning, and the wind chill temperatures are -10, -15 or so. the weather service issued a wind chill advisory for us because, like I said, it doesn't get this cold all that often here. But anyway, point is, my first pretty cold morning out in the Super Duty, and it's doing all right. I've been driving for about 15 minutes and looks like my coolant temps are up to about 145. I do have some warm air coming out of the vents, so it's hanging in there. The old girl started up this morning, rattled like crazy for about 5 seconds trying to get some fuel going, but it did start up no problem, and it's running just fine. So I was a little concerned about that because this truck, like I said, does not have the optional block heater. It doesn't have what they call the rapid heat option, so it's not really cut out for the cold weather, but it still does all right, I guess. So that's a relief. I can still go to work, so that's good. That's the one drawback to these diesel trucks, is that the cold weather definitely affects them more so than the gasoline trucks. But oh well, like I said, this will be over with. It's supposed to warm up into the 20s this afternoon, so that'll be good. And then next week looking a lot better. So we're only about 6 to 8 weeks away from spring. Just gotta hang in there. It'll be here before we know it. But anyhow, Super Duty does all right. I'm gonna head on down the road to work now. We'll have some more for you guys later on, trying to get some things in the works here as we get closer to spring. We'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching.